All right, Todd Billin. So, of course, I always have to put the disclaimer on here for these over-emotionally acting males that come on this channel when we do something like this, right? So, check this out right here. Justyn Ross had 5 receptions for 76 yards. He was not by any means shut down, right? Not by any means shut down. But when he went across from Derek Stingley, he didn't have anything. So that's the basis of this, right? Justyn Ross actually had a pretty good game in the national championship game, but on the other side going against Christian Fulton. So in the name of transparency and the fact that I guarantee you it's going to be 300 people come in here and be like, man, he ain't get shut down, man. He ain't get shut down. Won't you talk about what he did the previous game or something like that? Like, it's not about that. It's just a little bit of edutainment, right? That's what we're going to call it. It's edutainment, right? It's a little bit of education. And breaking down the reps and everything, and then there's an entertainment factor to it because we got to have a little fun, man, right? So there you have it. Don't come up in here. You already know what's going to happen if you come in here talking about man, he ain't get shut down, man. He ain't get shut down. All right, let's get it. All right, so this is a little bit of a deviation from what we've done previously here with some of these cornerback wide receiver matchups that we will undoubtedly see a second time. So, and one of them a third time that I've done. So this one, we may not see it, but, hey, we could possibly see this again in the playoffs, right? LSU going against Clemson. So we'll see how it shakes out there. But, man, I know I could not wait to see Derek Stingley go against Justyn Ross. Justyn Ross is my favorite receiver in all of college football. You guys know that. Mr. You got Ross. That's my dude. But, man, you got to admit, Derek Stingley had him over there in the Stingley retreat, right? It was like Camp Stingley over there, right? Anytime he went over there, it was nothing doing. So it was a great display by Derek Stingley. But also there was other mitigating factors there as well. Of course, you had Trevor Lawrence not having the best game that he had, especially throwing over there against the grain to the left side of the offensive formation, and some other stuff going on as well. So, but as we saw, Ross still ended up with 75 yards in the game. And I think when they meet again, it could be a little bit more better. I would like to see Stingley shadow Ross. Anybody wants to see that, let me know if you want to see that. All right? Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, I love these solo camera angles right here with these cornerback wide receiver matchups. Man, this just looks like a ton of money right here. Justyn Ross going against Derek Stingley soloed up here. All right, now check this out. Of course, we know Justyn Ross about, 6'3", 210 pounds. Stingley, 6'1", 6'2", maybe 195 pounds or something like that. So not too much of a size disadvantage for Derek Stingley. And, of course, he's going to get even bigger as he was just a true freshman. And Ross was just a true sophomore, so he'll get bigger too. So, all right, here we go. We see Ross immediately come to balance here. Now look at Stingley. Look at his feet, right? Quiet, right? He's got that foot energy, but he's real quiet. If you guys go and look at the content that I did yesterday on Christian Fulton on this game, you can see he had very loud feet, and he was all over the place with it. But you see the patience here, watching him come to balance. So he gives him a free release. And stays on top of him. Now look at the angle he took just to stay on top of him, right? Stays on top of him. Now if this were an outbreaking route here, he possibly could be had, right, because he didn't decrease the space here. But it's a vertical route, so he ends up getting himself in good position right there. Then you'll see the feel and locate technique here. Feel and locate. I'm not sure what's going on right there with his arm. I don't think he's impeding any type of progress or anything like that. Looking like he's just, right, running the route for the receiver. And it's not a good throw by any stretch of the imagination here, but Stingley didn't leave them much room for error. Right, and there was error here. So a lot of times when you see these overthrows and stuff, it's the quarterback trying to be cautious because you literally have two guys that are just running with each other. All right, so what do you do with this? You can give Justyn Ross a chance to go up over Stingley, which we know that he's the best at doing. You got Ross, but on a pure vertical route like this, there was nothing doing. Stingley put him in Camp Stingley right here, right? Camp Stingley. You remember when you used to go to camp? And you would go back and nobody would see you for a long time, your family and everything. You'd be going for like a month. My man Ross was at Camp Stingley. All right, here we go right there. You see Stingley and Ross all the way out here. So you have trips to the field. You got Amari Rodgers at a tight slide. He's going to be running a drag. T. Higgins is getting wheeled up against the safety, Jacoby Stevens here. And if you see Justyn Ross is backed off the line of scrimmage, So when I would normally see something like that, I was thinking like, man, he's probably going to run some type of quick game route because he's off the line of scrimmage with multiple receivers in a set. So I wonder if Stingley saw this as well because he played this pretty good. But it's probably a little controversy in this one, I could tell during the game. All right, so let's just go ahead and get to it here. Just concentrate on them here. All right, we see Ross come to balance. He's going jabbing. Boom. Jab that right there. But look how patient Stingley is, right? Staying patient. Some of these dudes panic and they'll commit to one side already. He stayed patient. And look, staying patient, allowing him to just go ahead and react, right? Read and react. That's what the cornerback position is about. Read and react. You see him, right, squeezing down the line of scrimmage here. He's trying to throw this slant. But now check this out right here. This is pass interference. That's pass interference. He's already hooked him. Where's the ball at? Let's see if we can locate the ball. Trevor Lawrence throwing it. I don't know if we can be able to see it in flight with Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball. Look, the ball's right here, actually. The ball's right here. He's already on Justyn Ross. This is pass interference, right? They needed to have called this right here, but you let me know what you think about it, right? I know there's gonna be some LSU fans in here like, that ain't pass interference, man. I know he's hugging him and the ball's in flight, but it ain't. But you neutral people, what do you think about this one right here? He's clearly all over him with the ball in flight. He kind of takes his hands off when it does get there, and he's able to. He doesn't deflect the pass or anything like that. It's a bad pass too, but I don't know about that one. So I would have to get that rep to Ross. What did I tell you all the time? We don't whine about the refs on top billing. Don't come to me ever talking about the refs cheated and all this and that. The refs are just human. They're just trying to do their job. Are you perfect at your job? I thought not. So that's just what happens in football, man. I don't know what to tell you. I've gotten away with shit playing ball and shit that I wish that they would have called. They didn't call it. It's just the nature of the beast. All right, so this is what I call an empty rep right here. The ball is not going to them, but it's still for teaching purposes here. So y'all have seen in the multitude of Derek Stingley content pieces that I've done, I've showed that he struggles with in-breaking routes, right? So he just defended that previous in-breaking route, and in my opinion, it was a pass interference. But here's another one from an empty rep here, and you can plainly see what I'm talking about, right? I'm not sure what it is, but it's something I know that he'll work on and he'll be good with next season. But here we go right here. Ross coming to balance, hitting with the jab. Nice little crossover right there. But Stingley's patient. Look at the base width. Look at the eyes. I hate this shit right here. I don't know. I hate it with a passion. And people are always like, oh, Jalen Ramsey did it. Like keeping your mouthpiece not in your mouth. Like that's crazy to me, man. I don't know if you think it look cool, but it ain't going to look cool when you lose them teeth. I'll tell you that. But boom. He didn't even really react that bad to it. But I don't know. It just kind of freezes him. Now look at him. So then what I always tell you, do not touch anyone with two hands. It's not two-hand touch out there. Because if you're using two hands to try to run with somebody, you can't pump your arms to keep up with them. He's pumping his arms. Look at Justyn Ross. His arms are pumping while Stingley is reaching. You reach, I'll teach you. So you can see the immediate separation created. If Trevor Lawrence were really going through his progressions right here, he would have hit Stingley on this one. This would have been a first down at the very least, and you never know. Maybe Justyn Ross breaks a tackle. So it's just something I wanted to point out there. But that's definitely something I want to see Stingley improve on this coming season. All right, so as you can see, they didn't have that many reps together because most of the work was going on the other side with the targets and everything. So just a few targets between them and then a lot of empty reps. So I'm not the one to show a whole bunch of empty reps because to me, empty reps don't always tell the story, right? If somebody else is open real quick or something like that, it doesn't mean that you did anything as a cornerback. But I thought this was a pretty good rep right here from a physicality standpoint. So this was the T. Higgins touchdown. You can see them right here. Justyn Ross ran his rep now. Ran his bluff. Now he's in blocking mode going against Stingley here. So we see T. Higgins coming around the corner. We can see him battling right here. So this is a get your weight up moment here, right? I don't know if you guys can see this. Zooming in a little bit. But look, man, he's pushing this dude out towards the sideline. That's some really great physical battling between the two here. Allows T. Higgins to get past, I think it's Jacob Phillips, I'm sorry. And then he flattens Christian Fulton, and then it's all she wrote right there. So, all right, man, so there you have it. That's definitely another one I want to see this year. I want to see LSU play Clemson again. And also, I think that's something that we'll see in the NFL for years to come, right? So they're only 1 year apart as far as eligibility goes. I got a true sophomore. I'm sorry, you're going to have a true junior and a true sophomore now. So we'll see that for sure, but it's a good matchup there. I want to see more reps with actual targets this time when they do see each other. And we can really see how it gets down there. But if you got to say it straight up, he wasn't allowing any catches over there. So that was definitely Camp Stingley. You were at the Stingley retreat in a day spa, something like that. You're in a day spa just chilling over there because you weren't going to get too much action. And you had to go somewhere else to get that action. So, all right, let me know what you think about this matchup. I think my man Justyn Ross is going to have a huge year. He's going to be back battling with Jamar Chase for that #1 receiver spot in the country. So maybe we can do something on those two as well there. But just let me know what you think, man, all right? But as always, thank you. # Real Men Watch to the end. Make sure you like this bad boy. Make sure you tell a friend to subscribe. All you boys come here and know that this is where it's at, all right? But it's your boy Murph Baldwin, the Underground King, Top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.